What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Bears Capital Podcast. I'm joined by Nick here, a big Bears fan, and we're gonna talk about some recent news that's happening for the Bears. First off, we got Trey Burton got released. This was kind of expected due to the Jimmy Graham signing. She signed him for so much, and Burton's also on that contract. It's a pretty big move. Maybe this might lead to the Bears drafting a tight end and with one of their second-round picks. Nick, elaborate on the Trey Burton move. What do you think about it?
I like it, but you always gotta think about, he did have that good season in the 2018-19 year where we went to the playoffs.
But
he gets hurt.
He gets hurt, and I don't think Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace wanted to wait for him to bounce back, and plus you already got Jimmy Graham and a good tight end draft class waiting, and I just don't think they wanted to wait, and plus it saves cap space to maybe sign someone after the draft if we need it. And second round picks, some Cole Kmet, probably the best tight end in the draft, will probably still be available, maybe be available. So, and that's a guy the Bears could draft. Also,
there really aren't too many teams out there that need tight ends, really.
That is true. Yes. Not many teams need tight ends. It could be really a steal in the draft, and it could work out.
A lot of teams that have older tight ends. The Panthers probably are looking at one. The Titans are looking at one, but the Panthers are not going to take a tight end in the first 15 picks in the draft.
Yeah, that is true. Some other options to look at maybe is Bryson Hopkins if Kmet does get picked from Purdue, and Thaddeus Moss in the late rounds. He could still be available.
Thaddeus Moss is up there, and they pass on him. I think.
Yeah.
We to do something about our front office.
That's true. If you can't pass up on
son of Randy Moss.
No, I know, right? Son of Randy Moss. That's all you need. He's labeled good already. So
he's got the LSU background and everything. Coach O.
Yep. Yeah, that is true. So tight end position now is looking. It's open, but obviously Jimmy Graham is not going to be the future. He's 35 or 34. So
that's a pickup that's going to last us 2-3 years at most.
About 2 or 3 years, and then that'll be it. But, yeah, we'll keep an eye on the tight end position as we go on. Thank you, Trey, for your years in Chicago. 2 years. Yep, 2 years, I guess.
Whatever it is.
And, yep, well, so long.
Rather here than Green Bay.
That's true, yeah. So next we'll take a look at some Bears free agency moves that just happened, or in the past week. They signed, we'll just go through everyone. Bears signed Jason Spriggs, Rashad Coward, J.P. Holtz, and kicker Ramez Ahmed. Now that's a lot. Let's start with.
I did not see the kicker signing.
Yeah, let's talk about the kicker. So, Ramez Ahmed. No one's heard of him ever, but he's here to battle it out with Eddie.
Are we going to bring him in for the preseason, see what he can do?
Yeah, I think that's definitely it. Eddie missed a lot of kicking. Yeah, he missed a lot from long range. Obviously something that he needs to work on. And maybe Ramez Ahmed can, come in and give him a little competition.
Talking about kicker competition, NFL.
Yeah, Eddie's a guy, he started off good last season, and then towards the end of the season, I remember the
Rams game.
The Rams game, yeah, he flopped. He missed two key kicks that needs to be solved. And
bad game.
Yeah, and then the Bears offense, if it's gonna be bad, they're gonna need to have a good kicker. They're gonna need to have a good kicker because. Eddie's going to need to, maybe hit some of these, or Ramez if he wins the job. Hopefully the Bears offense gets better, but if it doesn't, and it's like last year, then we're going to have to put points on the board somehow, and Eddie's going to have to make some kicks. So hopefully this boosts him.
Mac can't play QB. Bojack can't play wide receiver.
Unfortunately, that is the case. But hopefully, someone will step up and start making some kicks.
I think Montgomery's due for a huge year. I think he's going to slip what Josh Jacobs did, and he's not going to want him to get outshined.
Yeah, let's talk about David Montgomery. Yeah, David Montgomery this year 2, he's going to break out. He's going to break out.
When we gave him the carries, he succeeded.
He did. And plus, hopefully an upgraded offensive lineman. He'll thrive, with maybe a new offensive line. I don't know. That's the thing. Let's come back to David Montgomery in a second. The Bears did re-sign Rashad Coward, who played in like 6 games last year for the injured Kyle Long, who's now retired. But Ryan Pace did make a statement today that, quoting Ryan Pace right here, "We really like where Coward is heading in the future, and we're very optimistic about that." Now, that looks like those are starting words right there, and that kind of concerns me because I feel like, just filling some holes where the offensive line struggled last year, just keeping the same guys is not going to fix it. I know we got Juan Costello, the new offensive line coach, but I think you need to bring in some new faces or draft a guy. This makes me think they're not going to draft an offensive lineman with one of their first 2. Yeah.
I like what the front office is doing, really.
I know. This makes
good moves. We make good moves, but those we've made bad moves, but those get outshined by the good moves. The Robert Quinn, the Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
There was the Eddie Jackson extension. Nick Foles.
Yeah, I just think you have to draft an offensive line. I know they will. I'm just saying, like, with one of those two first,
I don't like those words.
Yeah, those 2 second-round picks, they got to draft at least one offensive line. I think. I mean, I don't know what they're doing here, but well, hopefully they will. Maybe they'll surprise us because, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Let's see what else happened. Yeah, J.P. Holtz, tight end, got re-signed. He was kind of played a fullback role. Got a little tight end action a little bit. I mean, tight end screen towards the late season.
Yeah.
But once again, we got 10 tight ends on the roster, so we don't know. Besides Jimmy Graham and potentially the guy we draft, those are only the for sure spots on the tight end in the tight end room.
Yeah.
And then speaking of tight ends, there's been rumors that Adam Shaheen has been placed on the trading block. This is really no surprise here. I mean, obviously a down year.
He was great in college.
He was, yeah, and
played in the NFL role he needs to.
Yeah, 2018 they used him kind of like a goal line tight end. This in 2019 they tried to get him the ball, but I mean, no, he didn't work. I mean, I feel like he was injured. I forgot. He was injured. Yeah, he was injured. But yeah, I don't know if any team would want him. Honestly, I don't know who would want him. But we'll see.
He'll go to the Patriots, and then he'll become a Hall of Fame tight end in 4 years.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and then so more comments that were made at the press conference today with Ryan Pace. Pace said that he's going to take the best player available, and if a quarterback is there, he will consider it. This is interesting because
that's the dumb stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this is interesting because.
Trade for Foles. We have Trubisky, who has shown that he can play football.
Yeah.
People like to forget the 2018.
Facts.
2018-2019 season.
Yeah, I mean, they love talking about 2019, not 2018. I think it's fixable. I think they got to let him scramble. I mean, you saw in 2018, the kid was scrambling. He got hurt once. Nagy, I think, got a little scared, kept him in the pocket, and he was never the same. I think he's got to let him scramble. I mean, what are we doing here,
Look at all the quarterbacks that are allowed to scramble. They succeed. Mahomes is the rare type who chooses to pass it over the scramble, but when he scrambles, he is very good at it.
Yes. And
That's
plus,
what makes him such a good quarterback.
Yeah, and plus, if Trubisky gets hurt, we got Nick Foles, who's won a Super Bowl before. So let the kid scramble. Nagy, and plus, if the Bears were to draft a quarterback here, there's players like Jalen Hurts will probably be available or be there at 43 if they want him, and if Ryan Pace thinks he's the best quarterback or best player available, then maybe he'll take him. But I don't know. We'll see.
Obviously, Oklahoma. I'm an Oklahoma guy.
Yeah.
Hurts is there. I just don't see him being picked up by us. I think talking Hurts. I think he's a first round pick. I don't get why people are passing up on him so quickly, but
Hurts had a good year, yeah, in Oklahoma. I think he played well enough to be.
There's the thought of a system quarterback, but if people are talking about taking Tua in the first round, Hurts should be up there too. Because look at every other Oklahoma quarterback in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Kyler just won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Baker was second in his rookie year. He had a bad year, but he wasn't making the passes he should have been making that year.
Yeah, I mean, Lincoln Riley, Oklahoma coach, is doing something right. He's produced 2 top draft picks in the past, or 2018, 2019, and, why not Jalen Hurts, He's got some potential. But I just don't see, a lot of people on the page have been saying that to draft a quarterback for the future. I just don't see why, because, it's not like...
He's basically Mitchell Trubisky.
Yes, and it's like, why would anyone...
Differences is with, they don't share many differences. Hurts is a run-first quarterback, actually, more than Trubisky is a pass-first.
And, it's not like he's going to play either. We got Nick Foles and still trying to revive Trubisky's career. So I don't see room for Nagy to developing a rookie quarterback.
When he's trying to develop a fourth-year quarterback? Or third year?
Fourth, I think. Fourth. 27. Yeah, fourth year is going into this fourth. So I think all the focus has to be on Trubisky and Foles. I don't see a rookie quarterback coming in. I think next year, if the Bears, if Trubisky fails and we have bad season,
if he fails a second year in a row, that's when we need to start reconsidering.
That's when we draft a quarterback, I think, in that first round. We'll finally have a first round pick, and then Nick Foles will probably stay to develop him or start, and eventually, I don't know whether that be. I don't know. Let's not think about maybe tanking.
I want to think of the positive side that Trubisky does turn out to be the second pick of the draft.
Yeah, let's hope Trubisky turns out good. It's probably going to do it for this podcast today. It's a good podcast episode. Thank you, Nick, for coming on. We'll be back. We'll be back to maybe talk some Bears draft recap. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll come back and bear down, Bears Nation.
Bear down.